Hi, my name's Anthony.
I'm Eric Lim. We got to perform last year for Knockout, and it was such a blast, and we're really hopeful that we can do it again this year. So sorry for the late audition. We've just been super busy, and that's not a good excuse, but hopefully you guys will watch this and think it over. Okay.
The piece is called You See Me. I don't know if I can face them today. I just lost my job. My thoughts are so deafening I can't even hear what I say. I was just on top, I was just on top, I was just on top. Now it seems like all my troubles keep building and building and building. Why now am I on top of this building? I can't even control my own suffering. One day my children might go hungry, my wife might leave me, and even though I am standing on top of this building, no one sees me. People pass on the street and won't even notice me until I become a part of the concrete. Why now am I going down and down and down, reaching for the ground I once stood upon?
As a sad man fell down, it was less the gravity of earth pulling him down. It was more the gravity of the situation. The crushing weight of his hungry children hung heavier on his sunken shoulders than the gravity that hugged him so tight to the concrete. The disappointment in his wife's eyes was stronger than the effort it took for him to jump. The weight of his children plus the speed of light in his wife's eyes, multiplied by the humiliation of his defeat, was greater than any chance of redemption.
End.
A life you can do it.
End.
That little shit who gave you a swirly.
End.
That bitch you called you ugly.
End.
Their smiles because they don't deserve it if I can't be happy. There is a bullet for you, Kevin, for calling me a faggot. Here's a cold Tech 9 to brush your warm cheeks, Jane. Stare down the depth of this long barrel must hail for letting them ruin me. Taste the steel because I am worthless.
We're all just human beings. Some tall,
short,
skinny,
fat.
Yet some of us trading that hat that covers the bruises for a gun and ski mask, taking lives in a quick flash. Metal detectors supposed to find the crooks and knives and books, and who would ever thought it'd have been Sandy Hook. Columbine blown away by assault shotguns and Virginia Tech 9s booming fire like it was a Tarantino movie. Now don't blame the NRA, you're as bloodthirsty yet you call yourselves a PTA. You wanted to stop, teach your children the meaning of the word gay, smack them when they say faggot, nigger, wetback. I know my mother would have.
Waiting to become motherless, sitting in a room wondering how could God be so heartless.
I've realized.
Every minute is a breath taken, stolen from a world that knows no blank checks, no flat interest rates, or loans on extra breaths.
There is no insurance to insure life.
You don't know the meaning of eternity. Time was never a factor, unless you shared a room with me in a hospital.
I didn't have to ask.
His head shaved, skin-wrapped bones, his mangled figure had composed requiems, enough to tell me that time is a factor for him. But the ventilated room that smells like Neosporin and hand sanitizer doesn't matter because Sammy is long gone. He flew away on our next ring to Coruscant and has married Princess Leia. Sammy knows God and has cut the line to the gates of heaven while I cut lines and snorted to feel like God. This kid was a badass, a Jedi, in SpongeBob slippers who took death
with a painless breath.
But I am the chain smoker, I have pain breaths with less reason to have lungs.
Yet the equation still factors out too.
I am death and he became life
because we haven't learned how to live yet. Now look up at God and scream it isn't fair all you want. I can tell you I have scanned the skies 1,000 times with a telescope with prayers and hope.
But only stars fill my eyes.
So let me tell you that in the emptiness the universe brings, we're all still stuck here on this planet, a light blue flame among the darkness and the shadow of the sun. We're all just humans.
Struggling.
Fighting.
Living.
Every day, most of our voices will go unheard and be dimmed by the cruelty of society, so put your ear to the curb and listen for the sound of suicide. Make friends with that kid who got teased. Keep fond memory of loved ones who are sick and one who have passed. Be aware, be conscious, enlightened, be a voice for all those unheard.
Thank you.